Philip David Zelazo, born 1966, is a developmental psychologist and neuroscientist. His research has helped shape the field of developmental cognitive neuroscience regarding the development of executive function, i.e., conscious self-control of thought, action, and emotion. Background: Zelazo earned an honors B.A. from McGill University, 1988, and a Ph.D. with distinction from Yale University, 1993. From 1992 to 2007, he was on the faculty at the University of Toronto, where he held the Canada Research Chair in Developmental Neuroscience. In 2007, Zelazo moved to the University of Minnesota, where he holds the Nancy M. and John E. Lindahl Professorship in the Institute of Child Development, and is co-director, with Stephanie M. Carlson, of the Developmental Social Cognitive Neuroscience Lab. He also co-founded, 2004, and served as co-director of a Child Development Research Center at Southwest University in Chongqing, China, until 2012. His father, Philip Roman Zelazo, is a psychologist and director of the Montreal Autism Center. Zelazo has authored over 130 scientific papers. Among numerous other volumes, Zelazo co-edited the Cambridge Handbook of Consciousness and Developmental Social Cognitive Neuroscience, and he edited the Oxford Handbook of Developmental Psychology, 2013, 2 volumes. Research: Professor Zelazo studies the development and neural bases of executive function. His work has generated a number of influential ideas, including the cognitive complexity and control theory, the notion that executive function depends, in part, on the ability to use complex, higher-order rules, formulated in self-directed speech, levels of consciousness. The notion that conscious control develops through a series of levels characterized by greater degrees of reflection. The iterative reprocessing model, which posits that reflection occurs when information is reprocessed via neural circuits involving the prefrontal cortex. The hierarchical competing systems model of the early emergence of executive function, and the importance of the distinction between more cool cognitive aspects of executive function versus more hot emotional aspects. Other research interests include effective decision-making, prefrontal and orbitofrontal contributions to executive function, using EEG, ERP and fMRI, executive function in special populations, externalizing disorders, autism, computational models of cognitive processes, mindfulness meditation, consciousness, developmental chronopsychology, circadian rhythms, sleep, and psychological function, language and other cultural influences on cognitive development. Zelazo also has made major methodological contributions to the study of executive function, including the dimensional change card sorting task, which demonstrated a striking developmental shift from age 3 to 5 years in rule-based reasoning and self-control, and has become a leading behavioral assessment of executive function for preschool children. He was lead developer of the executive function measures for the NIH Toolbox for the assessment of neurological and behavioral function. He served on the Scientific and Coordinating Committee for Health Measurement, SCCHM, National Children's Study, where he was the lead scientist for the cognitive health domain. In 2014, Zelazo and Stephanie M. Carlson co-founded a university-based startup company, Reflection Sciences, Inc., to disseminate information about executive function skills and provide tools for assessing those skills and promoting their healthy development. Current investigations in Zelazo's lab include behavioral and brain developmental research in executive function, mindfulness meditation, and reflection training to improve executive function as well as academic and social adjustment in childhood. Selected honors. President. Jean Piaget Society. 2011 to 2014. Senior Fellow. Mind and Life Institute. 2010. Advisory Board. Bauman Institute. 2009 to 2011. Fellow. American Psychological Society. 2008. Canada's Top 40 Under 40 Award. 2006. Fellow. American Psychological Association. Division 7. 2002. Canada Research Chair in Developmental Neuroscience. 2001 to 2006. 2006-2007. Resigned. Premier's Research Excellence Award. Government of Ontario, Canada. 1999. Boyd McCandless Young Scientist Award. American Psychological Association. Div. 7. 1997. Selected works. Zelazo, P. D. Astington, J. W. and Olson, D. R. eds. 1999. Developing Theories of Intention, Social Understanding and Self-Control. Marwa, N.J. Earlbaum. Zelazo, P. D. Muller, U. Fry, D. and Markovich, S. 2003. The Development of Executive Function in Early Childhood. Monographs of the Society for Research in Child Development. 68. 3. Serial No. 27. Zelazo, P. D. 2004. The Development of Conscious Control in Childhood. Trends in Cognitive Sciences. 8. 12 to 17. Kerr, A. and Zelazo, P. D. 2004. Development of Hot Executive Function. The Children's Gambling Task. Brain and Cognition. 55. 148 to 157. Bunge, S. and Zelazo, P. D. 2006. A brain-based account of the development of rule use in childhood. Current directions in psychological science. 15. 118 to 121. Zelazo, P. D. 2006. The Dimensional Change Card Sort. DCCS. A method of assessing executive function in children. Nature Protocols. 1. 297 to 301. Zelazo, P. D. Moscovich, M. and Thompson, E. eds. 2007. Cambridge Handbook of Consciousness. New York. Cambridge University Press. Cunningham, W. and Zelazo, P. D. 2007. Attitudes and Evaluation. A Social Cognitive Neuroscience Perspective. Trends in Cognitive Sciences. 11. 97 to 104. Zelazo, P. D. Carlson, S. M. and Kessick, A. 2008. The Development of Executive Function in Childhood. In C. Nelson and M. Luciana, eds. Handbook of Developmental Cognitive Neuroscience. 2nd ed. pp. 553 to 574. Cambridge, M.A., MIT Press. Markovich, S. and Zelazo, P. D. 2009. A Hierarchical Competing Systems Model of the Emergence and Early Development of Executive Function. Target article with commentaries. Developmental Science. 12. 1-18. Zelazo, P. D. Chandler, M. and Crone, E. A. eds. 2009. Developmental Social Cognitive Neuroscience. New York. Psychology Press. Lewis, M. Lamb, C. Segelowitz, S. Staben, J. and Zelazo, P. D. 2006. Neurophysiological Correlates of Emotion Regulation in Children and Adolescents. Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience. 18. 430-443. Espinet, S. D. Anderson, J. E. and Zelazo, P. D. 2013. Reflection Training Improves Executive Function in Preschool-Aged Children. Behavioral and Neural Effects. Developmental Cognitive Neuroscience. 4. 3-15. Zelazo, P. D. and Carlson, S. M. 2012. Hot and Cool Executive Function in Childhood and Adolescence. Development and Plasticity. Child Development Perspectives. 6. 354-360. Zelazo, P. D. and Lyons, K. E. 2012. The Potential Benefits of Mindfulness Training in Early Childhood. A Developmental Social Cognitive Neuroscience Perspective. Child Development Perspectives. 6. 154-160.